welcome to my attic. It's pretty cool up here. Good place to chill out, good place to swing a sword around, do a few cuts, do a bit of training. Anyhow, in the process of doing that this evening, this sort of practice or idea came to me, and it's not anything that's new per se. In the sense of some of it, but some of it is. So what I mean by what's new, well, as you can see, there's a piece of dowel on the ground. This has been done for many moons using lines and reference points and objects to, say, cut at. So for example, being here, I've been practicing, say, Shōmanuchi cut at an object, getting that right. But also, like, for me, over my freestyle martial arts MMA journey, if you like, in many of the dojos and boxing places, I'll often have like a piece of tape down the middle and then a cross, if you like, followed by another piece this way and another piece this way. So a triangle, basically. And that's often used for this type of thing. Okay, again, what is it? It's the center of our body. This maintains the center. Toes are close to the tape. Heels close to the tape. And so when I'm doing this type of training, it's the same sort of thing. Obviously, elbows are in, chin's tucked in. We've got this going on. And then if I'm at the top here, and we've got this line here, the idea is to get off the center line. Punches are coming in, or the person's coming in. We're getting off the center, and it might be to here, bang, 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 whatever, and then we're out again. Or we're over this side, and the same sort of thing's happening. Here, this type of thing. But ultimately, our center, and I love referencing boxing for this, is attacking their center. Okay, of course we're off the line here, in this case. We're moving around the object. Even if it's this way and I change my stance, or whatever that's going to be. So what I wanted to share was like this way practice exercise, if you like, that you can do at home to practice cutting to the center, but also trying to maintain the center, our own center, and cutting the center line. So again, the dowel runs through my legs, and we're imagining it goes all the way. And then we have this center which runs down through our body. And I've spoken about this cylinder idea, where I'm in my center with my feet. I've spoken about this in other videos. So this one runs down here. And then we're talking about this center, the center of our body, the same thing as this that runs down the middle, is facing our opponent at all times. So center on center. Attack the center. Center line on their center line. So this is really important because we don't want to neglect the center. So what we're going to do for this is our footwork's going to go whatever side, left, right, left, it doesn't matter which side you start. But what is important is, let's say I'm going to my left to start with, my right foot is going to maintain the center line. So I'm going to be going to here. Now here's this sort of like bear stance sort of footwork, if you like. So I'm getting here. And this back foot's maintaining the center line. And I'm doing this on purpose to maintain the original center line, but also to practice cutting at the tip here of this center, whilst my center is tracking their center. So from here, let's say we've got our sword and we're going to lower, we're going to step over here, here, cut the center, and then raise up, and then come back. I'm going to go to our right. So here, step, cut the center, there, back to the middle, cut the center, cut the center. So now we can get around the dowel by practicing this. And as you'll notice, I'm looking at my feet a lot. Even when I'm training, this is what I'll do. I'll stop and make sure that things are in alignment. This front foot example, as an example, is pointing to the tip of this center here, and so on. So I'm not doing this as an example. Why am I getting to that point? Well, if my foot, where the foot points is where the body will be pointing toward. So if my foot's like this, now mine's over here, and they're there, which is not what we want. So where my foot is pointing, this front foot will be where that cut happens and where my body is pointing towards. So again, if I had my foot turned here, I'd be cutting over here, let's say, if I'm tracking my center, that's what I'm aiming to do all the time. So this is incorrect. So cut there, up, cut there, up, cut there, cut there, cut there, cut there, there, cut there, cut there. Okay, nice and simple. Another way you could do it is we do it in threes. So let's just say we start with raise our sword, down, here, cut to the tip here, foot's there. We're going to come back, cut the middle here, cut here, come back to the middle, cut, 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 and so on. So it's a reference point. It's a reference point all the time. Yeah. And then so with other arts, this sort of palm stuff I really love. So let's say we're just going to use this one for an example. So we're just standing here or positioning. It's a left, right, left, right. So up, it's doing this. Some people like to do this or this arm thing. Sort of up the middle here. Up the middle here, left, boom. Okay. Deflection, staff, strike, basically. Taken from Screamer, Kung Fu. So we're going to just say we go to our left. And again, we're just looking at this footwork, not worried about the body here on this. But we're going from here, stepping to our left, comes up to the middle, boom, here. And as you can see, I'm trying to get that center. Okay, but I'm also trying to cut up my center to be doing this. And then we'll come back. We'll do the same thing on the other side, same hand here, okay, and back again. There, okay. this sort of thing. Or if I'm using a Carly stick, same thing. The idea is this is cutting, all of it's cutting down the center. So I'm here, I'm going to do the same pattern with the hands. So here, cut there, bang here, hit there, and come back again. Again, attacking this thing here. Okay. I guess the other really important thing, and I've talked about this in other videos that I'm going to put out, but this back foot, if I hadn't already mentioned it, is really, so like in the Aikido thing, we're doing this moon shadow, and we're here, we grab the ground with the toes and pull this forward. And of course, we can also be getting completely off the line here, and the center's there. But the purpose of this exercise is to not only have our front foot pointing to the tip of this thing or our opponent, but also maintaining this center line with our anchor foot. The back foot in this case is really anchored. So gives this front foot the opportunity to free up if I'm just using a stick. Okay, so everything's coming off this back foot here, whatever that may be. So, and then when I go to step, this one will become my anchor foot, and I come back to the start, and then again, which we never spoke about in this, but this, we're stepping in this case, but moon shadowing or whatever into here, I should say, and maintaining the center line here with this back foot as our anchor. So again, here, anchor, yeah? So whatever that's going to look like, okay? It's off this foot here. Front foot is pointing towards the tip of the Joe or dowel in this case, but our opponent. And again, we're working here, okay? And then I release this one grabs, and I come back here, okay? Anyhow, that's all I've got time for this. See what you think, have a play, have an explore. Yeah, feel free to put a comment up in the comment section, and yeah, until next time.